who's addicted to heroin. You know who? Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, it wasn't Sherlock Homeboy because Sherlock Homeboy's on some Legion. Eh? It makes me sound like a loser if I choose. Well, I mean, it's Sue. I just got the key detective. Someone called. I'm called my name. Createl. Bertel. So everyone loves Sherlock Homeboy. The name's not Holmes anymore. Sherlock Homeboy now. You know, master of life. You know, if the loading screen wasn't like as long as my fucking dick, yeah. Whoever's watching this, can you comment so I can actually figure out who you are? Whoever you are, shout out to you. People weren't in my last stream. The reason I'm, you know, playing video games when I'm meant to be at school is because took the day off. And not because of the goddamn Fortnite update. No one say that crap about me. It's because my leg thingy messed it up. I can barely hardly walk actually. So I'm home alone. And jeez, that is loud. Is there no need to turn this crap down. No, that's no need. Alright. 1 minute. That's okay. I please see the shooter. Homeboy, come on. 48 hours earlier. Jeez. This crap started 2 days ago.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to, I am
not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
I feel like I just got played. Homeboy, why are you here? We'll do a couch portrait by painting the visual details and turning their meaning. Alright. Let's look at his face. Orange scar. What's that? Oh, pale skin. I say this. It's got that. So that's the thing for him. But his eyes. I would say okay, now I don't know what it is, man. I'm just gonna say weeping eyes. I'm just gonna say weeping eyes because I have no idea. Why are you here, mate? I'm like, I don't understand how this works. Alright, pale skin restoration. Thomas, 8 years old. Caring parents. Can read and use a map. Mouth limitation. He's raping. So it's a one of multiple which is nearly a lot of homes, Paris, so it was open as Paris, student places, evaluation. Sadness, what else? This has been recently tense because of his poor nutrition during pregnancy. Why are you here? Finding art is a question. The character portrait is complete. Alright, next. Can I? Do I have a chance to figure this out now? Alright. Recent weeping. It's not recent weeping. I don't understand what what I need to do.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
I have to press X.
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
Alright. Look at him quickly. Alright, same. Okay. No need to look at the gun. His name missing. Alright.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
Well, caring parents. Yes, caring parents.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day. Because that's all he can find.
What job?
Only this time, he didn't come home.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Alright, strange how 3 long weeks.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
You can look after yourself in it.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that Father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
What? No money? My boy's working for the... Okay, no paycheck. Ooh, look at this camera. Investigate George Foster's parents. Alright.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
So, wow. No, please let me look at this. What am I gonna? Hair and hat. Oh my god, I can actually change her hair. So, what the hell? Alright, I'm not even gonna ask what. No need for glasses. Go through the facial hair that you need, mate. Your wardrobe. Morning gown. Sailor outfit. Overcoat. Outfit shoes. Shorts, whatever. Bandit. I don't need to change my clothes, not yet. I talk to you, Watson.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him.
My house, nothing to do. I'll take a hat now. No need to search. I should have worn a jacket out here. Alright. What's up, mate? Ooh, balancing. Whoa. Balance practice. It's kind of hard work for both of them at the same time. Alright. It's kind of hard doing both of them at the same time, mate. Wait, man. Whitechapel. Open the case, but just carry him. Come on. My man keeps... This is what my man's doing every second, mates. Right, writing down everything. Alright. I don't need to look at my case book. I like how it lets me look at my case book for evidence.
These streets are too narrow for
in
the
the
cab.
loading
I'll have to
screen.
walk.
This way? Nah. No street. He does that thing you do that lane or something. My chapel never looks like this. I played Assassin's Creed Syndicate, mate. I know what Whitechapel looks like. Wait. Just crying. Get Peter in there. Who knows? What about this way? People banging on any door. I just keep banging on the door because he said he's like, yes, he said
Just leave the post on the doorstep.
but I'm not a postman though. I'm not Mr. Postman. I want to get over there. Something tells me it's this way, but I can't. I'm so sleeping. I'm gonna just steal everything from here. What did you have that one? Nothing. Really? Obviously, you've got a bubble walking in there. Go look at your door again. Really? I must have done something wrong with that. Can I go to the barbers? Can I go to the barbers? Alright. So that's the end of the line. What was this address again? I can't remember. I don't really care. Seriously, where does this guy live? Oh, of course, now it lets me do something. It actually showed loading there. Alright, circle to go into flipping first person. No hope yet. Okay, let's try going back the way that we came. We can't open any of these doors.
There's nobody at home.
Whoa.
Dorset Street.
Cool. Okay, so this is where I need to be. Just look for one that says 12. I don't think any of them say anything. This is number 9.
Just leave the post on the doorstep.
I don't have the post. I'm not your postman. It's 10. So 11 and 12 should be here. Get out first person. You don't need to be in first person. First, where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Can be directed to number 12 Dorset Street, please? That'll be helpful. I think I found it. Yeah! Close the door. I'm gonna be a scumbag and leave the door open then. No. As you do. So it's first floor. We said room E. Right, bang it. No, so.
'Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
Songs. What's this? Paid. So you paid his bill. The body call.
Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
So he didn't leave him. What if he did? Maybe he did.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too.
If that place is done. I'm overlooking this ladder. I need like a lamp. Objects marked as right. That's one of those. So I need to find a lamp first. Ooh, what's this? Can I take this? Alright, what's this? Strand.
Huh, so that's why you came to see me.
Alright, I can find I found a use to my candles. You let me climb, please. Alright.
A leather satchel, what's in it?
Oh. Hello, Dr. You've sent this. I don't know. For the mother, actually. So that's useless. See, but so clearly went to a pub. I think there's an eye on it. If we got my roof. Cover everything else is used to it.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Old clothes, soiled and worn.
Old clothes. Something in the pocket piece of paper. The best choice beers and ales and Whitechapel. Alright.
The old Tabard pub, North Street.
Now shit. Alright. I think I know where I need to go then. See you later, kid. I remember there being a bar in North Street somewhere up there. This is still from Dorset things. North Street was this way. Oh, suburb bar. 11. 16, what? No. All search. It's the bar. Yeah, this is the bar. Oh my god.
I don't open the door to strangers.
I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
Alright, so it doesn't want me to go in there yet. Clearly it doesn't want me to go in there yet, so I'll leave that. I'll have to come back to that later, I know I will. As soon as I found that, I just leave. Let's get back to little, whatever his name is, house. I love how magically the doors just close up though. Can you let me in? Let me in. Okay, anything that might be overlooked. Okay, before anything can be overlooked, I need to discover it. Alright, so.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Alright, no
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Don't say anything.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
Can't overlook that.
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills.
Peasant soup. Peasant soup. Get it? Because this kid's a peasant.
The old Tabard pub, North Street.
Might I like, bring it? I mean, it's enough.
The old Tabard.
That's enough evidence, isn't it? Isn't that enough evidence? I mean, let's put something that has an eye on it. Let's talk to the kid. He's on.
Please, sir, find my father.
Okay, enough. Back up there. Maybe there's something behind the letter. Let's go up there. Something
Just
here.
some old things.
What? What do you mean just some old things, mate? We're not done up there. Go back up. I finally found some old things. What are those old things exactly? I don't even. Oh, alright. Can I open it, please? Nice work, Drake in his homes. I have that on me, don't I? everything here green. Can I like take this?
The old tab.
I don't want to have looked this up because that's just like cheating to look this up, but I have to. Should we went out the other way? Yeah, that's far.
I don't feel thirsty right now.
I can't go to the pub now. I swear I saw the eye.
There's nobody at home.
Can I open the door? Yeah, guys, I'm looking this crap up. Give me a sec. Alright, what? Alright, that's... I don't... They didn't give me an explanation, but... I'm gonna look at this. A kid keeps repeating.
Please, sir. Please. I hope you'll find my father soon.
God's sake, okay, what? What?
Glue. Probably taken from a wall.
Oh! Alright. Jesus, I finally found it. Finally, I can take it. Thank God. I had to look behind it. So when I looked behind it, I didn't see anything that told me to do that. Guess now I press X on anything. Alright. Right here.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
I could use it. Get in there. What?
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
Earwig,
There's no one to eavesdrop on from you.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from you.
Why are you saying that out loud?
There's no one to eavesdrop on from you.
What about this guy? Someone to himself as well. Shut up.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike!
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
Whiskers, you know.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Whiskers? Beverage.
It's not him.
Yeah. Guys, we could do it. What about that guy over there?
The longer the picket line, the shorter the...
Alright, whiskers. Water! That's him.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Alright. Watch. Just watch him. He's done his done. 30 minutes later. Interesting.
Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more.
Man, I'm the true detective here. Alright, anything
Bosses
else?
beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
I should have probably followed them.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Go then. Oh my
Don't
god!
lose him.
I'm playing as a little kid. Not playing on the wagon. Yeah, I get to play as a little kid.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
All crows peeking.
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheek.
Seaweed?
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the
Please don't get that on. Please don't get that on.
Stop crying and get to work.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stop crying and get to work.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
Do I really have to clean it? I thought my guys could fly. Let's skip this. Yes. It's a little mini game.
He's still here, that's a relief.
Don't walk off the edge, mate. I could go that way.
Whoa.
Guys, this is hard. I'm scared. I made it. I made it. Yes. Where is he? Oh, he's right there. Thank God. Please don't turn up. You just have to make things harder, don't you? There you know, suspect. That's the guy.
Where did he come from?
My boy's a boss out here, though. Sav.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
My guy. We'll keep up with this food here. Do I climb the tree? Makes sense.
Look at that crawling rat.
Oh. Coming! Sorry for that quick intervention. This is Union Street, number...
I know that boy. He's Shoeshine Jim from Chamber Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him. It's too dangerous to enter. Hey, Jim.
So I actually have to clean this guy's shoes.
It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth. Hurry up. Now this shoe needs some polish. This could be useful with a small brush.
Did you fall asleep?
Why is this a thing? An interactive...
What are you doing?
I really have to follow this guy.
He's talking with a cabin. I need to get closer.
Sorry for that imposition as well.
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
I can't lose him now.
Oh, where's he?
Ah, I've lost him. I can't lose him now.
Oh, where's
Jeez.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard? Locked.
I open this book. Look at this book.
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. I can't see what's inside.
Don't make me have to go inside.
It's too dangerous to enter.
I'm thinking.
It's too dangerous to enter. Locked. I can't leave yet. I'm not finished here. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job. That's not the one I need. 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 Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
Tell us.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Let's get inside.
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Why not try again?
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance?
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Last year... John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Lord Marsh even helps hospitals.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house. It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. It's closed. Aid for the paupers of... It's extremely honorable to devote one's whole life to assisting... Aid. Bags full of food. Locked. It's closed.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Locked. Locked.
Despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house. It's shut tight. Last year, 3 orphans. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any ideas to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful.
So key.
This oil can also be used on weapons. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge.
Hold on.
A ramrod to clean a rifle. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shot it at me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
Please, sir, find my father.
George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand.
There's no for hydra in here.
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle.
Toby's always been dad. So this guy is clearly... He has a key as well, so he must have another place. Definitely. Let me look quickly pick up my dog. Again, no deduction. Yeah, all connected. Alright.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
I'm so thankful to me, right? Where's Toby?
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. What's it?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
Let's go find this rifle. So, from military badge. Good. Scrap stuff and oil. Now, what I'm thinking is this hunting club that everyone knew about. Anyway, I think it's like he's Harvard. That's a special job. Makes sense, but we'll look more into it. I'm gonna go back to the archive if I do this, so I can quickly look at that badge meant.
Search, Toby, search.
Oh, I had to put in the dog. The dog can open the door. Wow. Just go, dog. Outside. Holmes doesn't even care. Dog is loose. I'm playing as a dog. I never understood why this oh god. Mining. Little hideout. Makes sense, seeing as the trophy I just got is called Hermit's Lair. This guy was a harmless hermit. That's what you
People use this cellar for storage.
Storage?
Pile of rubbish.
Rubbish.
Just some old things.
Just some old things. Just some old fangs. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's not here.
Oh, some for it to say just some old things. I'll say just also fangs.
Ordinary storage.
Right. That one.
Old things.
Old fangs. Whoa. Right, this is some stuff.
Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
Alright. What? I don't...
There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick.
What? Okay.
Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
William Thatcher. No, William Thatcher. There, Thomas Kelly. X. So I mean they're dead. Right. John. John Storage's ways. Are these like all the ones that died? Cause look, oh god. Oh god. So
this is the list of selected participants for October's special education program.
I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing with those names.
This is the list. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
Oh, I see what I'm doing.
This man appears in both documents.
trick. Little Tanner. William Thatcher, that's one of them. I was looking for Patrick. Here it is. So it's done.
News clippings on Lords and the education program. Why are they here?
Strange. One of them clue for this. The newspaper ad. Ooh. I'm not sure that works though. I'll make some exhaust works. Looks like we're not connected. I'm trying to find a rifle.
This case must have been full of cartridges. A map of Epping Forest.
Yeah, it's also something to do with the hunting.
There was something on the stand.
Gun. Ugh. What was that news? Oh, just a note. Yeah.
Nothing that could interest me. There was something on the stand.
He's gone for this. I'm telling you, it's something. It seems strange.
A map of Epping Forest.
It's pretty big. I'm assuming there's anything else here. If there's anything else, I know where to find it.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
If I go to Baker Street and go to the archive, no turn, he knows. If you hear any guns and everything for thing, and you do not want to glitch on the server, no turn, there's no turn. Right. So then go to the archives. Go to the Indies. Marks the symbols.
That's not the one I need. Here
Here
it is.
Get all the way back here just to find that. Come on.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work. Well, well. Sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow. Well, well. Sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow.
Hello world, give me place on rock and roll. Alright. Seeing as we're here, might as well. Have some fun. Casual suit, eh? I don't like a suit. Excuse me, it's Steven. Alright, not there, I could. Alright, no time for this. What is this? Solve with an object. Where's the marksman? Marksman. This would be a hunting club. I'm not sure if it's just that though. It's probably more. It's just the meat. Meat guy. Alright, so let's head up there. I have to go all the way back there, like. We're on a white trouble first. Return. massive history. Lily's obsessed with one thing. Let's see what can I talk.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Okay, I can't talk. That was clearly in the place that I found because the dog analysed the thingy. The smell of the gun, not the thing. But it can still be there. It can still not be there, but high chance to be there. So yeah. Oh, the heroes there. Damn that. Poor man's using it in mineshaft. Was using it, I should say. He's okay, but I may have not seen. What's this?
Just some old things.
Seems those. Suppose. Yeah. They don't see this.
Just rubbish.
Just rubbish. Wow. Not even anything else. I thought I'd find something as well. More interested in this, so basically all of these stores have been used by Dr.
Pile of rubbish.
Pile of rubbish. Oh, this one has been normal missing persons case as well.
Nothing that could interest me.
I'm not sure if I found everything here or not. Cause it's still telling me
There was something on the stand.
Well, ooh. My duck, huh? Alright. have... Yes. Clues, what else have I got? Just these normal things. Very various. Use your imagination, yeah.
There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him.
Yeah, so I made a mistake somewhere then. And small science. Alright. Oh yeah, the rest. Okay. Connect. Alright. I also forgot. The rest. Oh my god. Thing. He knew, or maybe he was interested. That would change that entire connection. And that would have to be not connected. Those this would make. But no, that wouldn't make sense. It's gonna do that thing. He knew. Lost chance. He knew he wasn't coming back, clearly. Something else. Let's see. Oh. I know what I must do. I know it. And Hurst. The 6 of anything. Oh yeah. I'm not. I can possibly get more information if I go to his house, clearly.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom. This is not the best way to sneak in.
Clearly not. Is that in the wall? Alright.
The window is firmly shut.
Did I not look through it? Oh, cool.
There's no space for this lock. There's no space for this. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space. There's no space for this. How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
I have no idea what I need to do there.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
Keen hunter? That has something to do with the club, definitely. I knew it. be a part of what we need.
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
Goes out night out.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Just hide here.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
Okay, that was a dumb idea, Jamal. You have to be for that was dumb.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Please allow me to skip option. Alright. How did you not see that this was messed up? Yeah. Can't be all. Just give me a quick.
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
Alright, so
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
I want to. Dad, I'm deep into this. Full analysis on the hand sheet and hello.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh.
Yeah, you could, well, yeah, full analysis.
My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod. Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. I need a pipette. I need a pipette. I need a pipette. This chemical should be applied second. Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. I need a sample first. Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes. It's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
I can't wait to tell all my friends about this. I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
Not. Research. Probably that's gonna be map. So be somewhere around encyclopedia, definitely. Arts and architecture.
That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one I. That's not the. That's not the one I need.
Alright. Not that. History, possibly? Botany. You probably know this game is not free. So no. I mean, no. A shootout.
That's not the one I need.
Shootout in London. But this game is not free. Look, shootout in London. Alright. I'm gonna do marks and symbols. About this. Where might I find research? Architecture. No. Newspapers, definitely. 1818. 1882. Oh my god, bitch. Invitation list. No. Uganda. I doubt it's gonna be in the newspapers. Can I just skip this? Yeah.
Here it is. Hunstan's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
Oh yeah, in the little bunker. Search the map. Go back down there. Whoa! I got a first person. Let's see. Where is it? It's near here somewhere. Go. What have I got? Okay. Open it. Alright. So let's see. I doubt it's gonna be the last chance option. Cause, like, just come on. I've always like playing army crap. I remember getting army and badge. I just look there. I don't need to look at that again. Alright, here we are. Let's see if we can put this
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Okay, now. Scout covering, search this place. Alright, where was that little thingy basement? Right here, wasn't it? Dog found it. The map's over here, if I remember correctly. Here we go.
A map of Epping Forest.
Oh, I wasn't meant to come down there to look at the mouth. What's your mouth? You little idiot. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, for this play more, just give me a short like and subscribe.